Her jealousy has consumed her. The first message arrived after midnight. It wasn't meant for him. It wasn't even meant to leave her phone. But one careless tap changed everything. He stared at the screen in silence. His face slowly lost its color as he read the words over and over again. Don't worry. He still believes everything I tell him. She will never come back to into his life again. He looked toward the bedroom where she was sleeping peacefully. For the first time, he wondered if the woman beside him had been telling him the truth all along. That message became the beginning of a truth nobody expected. Months earlier, their relationship had looked perfect from the outside. They posted smiling pictures, attended family gathering together, and spoke about marriage as though nothing could separate them. But behind closed doors, someone else's name was always part of their conversation. His former partner. She could not understand why he still respects someone who had already moved on with her life. Every small success the other woman achieves felt like a personal attack. When got a better job, she became restless. When she started a business, she became angry. When mutual friends praised her kindness, she could hardly hide the frustration. Instead of building her own relationship, she made the other woman her daily obsession. Every morning, every morning started with checking her social media. Every evening ended with asking questions about her. She even convinced herself that if she could destroy the other woman's reputation, she would finally have peace. But peace never came. Jealousy only demanded more. She began telling small lies. She told him his former partner had been speaking badly about him. She claimed she had seen messages that never existed. She twisted ordinary conversation until they sounded like betrayal. Little by little he believed her. He stopped speaking to the woman who had once loved him sincerely. He blocked her number. He ignored the explanation. Eventually, she stopped trying. Without argument or revenge, she quietly walked away and rebuilt her life. Months later, she was happier than anyone expected. She found a career she loved. She surrendered herself with genuine friends she surrounded herself with genuine friends. Months, most importantly, she found someone who appreciated her honesty instead of questioning it every day. Meanwhile, the relationship built on jealousy slowly began falling apart. The woman who had fought so hard to win discovered that winning someone is not the same as keeping them. No matter how much attention he gave her, it was never enough. She simply compared herself. She simply searched for updates. She still searched for updates. She still asked where he had been and who he had spoken to. Even during romantic dinners, she found a way to mention the woman she claimed she had forgotten. The relationship became more exhausting. One evening, he finally asked the question that had been sitting in his heart. Why are you still thinking about someone who isn't even part of our lives anymore? She laughed it off, but she couldn't answer because deep down inside her, she knew the truth. She had spent so much time trying to defeat another woman that she had forgotten to become the woman she wanted to be. If you enjoy emotional stories that reveals the hidden truth people try to hide, please subscribe to my channel. There is another unforgettable story waiting for you tomorrow. Days later, the message that changed everything. While sending a text to one of her closest friends, she accidentally sent it to him. She admitted every lie. She admitted creating fake stories. She admitted making enormous calls. She admitted that she had been terrified he would realize he had let go of the wrong woman. He sat in complete silence. Suddenly, every misunderstanding from the past began to make sense. Every argument and accusation, every moment she insisted someone else was the problem. For hours, he couldn't speak. The next morning, he drove to the place where his former partner worked. He did not expect another chance. He only wanted to say one thing: I'm sorry. But when he arrived, he froze. A man stepped outside the building holding her hand. She smiled in a way he had not seen for years. There was no sadness left in her eyes, no anger, no bitterness, just peace. He realized he had arrived too late. She had already found the happiness he thought it would always be waiting for him. He turned around without saying a word. Back at home, the woman who had spent years trying to separate them was waiting with flowers and dinner. She believed he had finally won. Instead, he quietly packed a small bag. I don't know what our future looks like anymore, he said, but I know I can't build it on lies. Those words broke the silence more than any argument could. She begged him to stay. She promised to change. She blamed fear. She blamed insecurity. She blamed everyone except herself. But some choices leave scars that apologies can never erase. Weeks later, she had taught mutual friends that she had told mutual friends that he had moved to another city to begin again. He was single. He wasn't with his former partner. He simply needed a life free from manipulation. For the first time, she understood something painful. She had not lost him to another woman. She had lost him to her own jealousy. The woman she tried so hard to destroy was living peacefully. The man she fought to keep was gone, and the future she dreamed of had quietly disappeared while she was busy competing with someone who had stopped competing long ago. The greatest tragedy was never that another woman succeeded. The greatest tragedy was that jealousy stole her time, her honesty, her relationship, and finally the future she could have had. Sometimes the biggest enemy standing between us and happiness is not another person, it is the bitterness we refuse to let go. Because refusing to let go is staying in the same place. Refusing to let go is not wanting to move forward. Because when you let go, you are free, you are lighter to move forward, to move to the next page, to move to the next season. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, please subscribe, click on the notification button, like and share for a wonderful and unforgettable story coming up. It may be speaking directly to you, it may be speaking of someone you know. Please share and like. See you in my next episode.